Hey everybody, Laz here, playing Neverwinter on Xbox One, the guild Excalibur, and today I'm going to be going over the three builds I've been using and how I switch over from PVE to PvP, each one, and I'll try to make this quick, it's a lot to go over. So mostly my character hasn't changed at all, except I put a Soul Forge on my armor, because I put my Elven Battle on my PvP gear, and my Lifesteal ring I had over here, I put Rise and Power. I switched my Black Ice for Vicious on defenses. The Black Ice are probably still better. I just did that to try to get some money back, because I have 2 sets of gems now. That's mostly the same exact setup. And for archery, I am using powers. Mostly, you're going to use this for range, increased damage, aspect of the Falcon, PVE, and aspect of the Pact, or Seeker's Vengeance. Now for my powers, I'm using Cordon of Arrows, Storm, Rain of Arrows, and Long Strider. And this is the PvE version of it with the companion out. Now you'll see the Long Strider highlight when I can attack. So basically, you run up, cross your wheel. I haven't really tried this in dungeons yet. I've been using it mostly for PvP, and it is fun. Up, shot that. No, so basically, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Long Strider, Cordon, Rain, 4 aim shots. 3, 4. Long Strider, Cordon, Rain of Arrows. And that's just pretty much the rotation I came up with. And on the 4th one, your Long Strider's back up. And it's, the further you are, the more damage you do. You get some pretty big numbers out there. Alright, so I'll show you that real quick. Now for PvP, with this build, I would do powers. I would put in ambush, instead of Cordon of Arrows, and of course Fox Cunning. You would drop your companion. And I would put my PvP gear on. This is my PvP gear. So I have a 1-piece prestige, and I use 3 Warborn set bonus. And I also picked up these 2 pieces, the shirt and the pants, for the set bonus down here, because I'm aiming for deflect. Your deflect is greater than your lifesteal. When you perform a deflect, each successful deflect over the next 10 seconds returns 50% of incoming damage back to the attacker. Cannot exceed 50% of your max hit point. So, I put them guys in, and I put ring in. Now the reason I switched out those rings is on my offenses, I put 2 Azures instead of the Brutals, because on PvE I was full Brutal, and 1 Dark for to cap my pen. So I have 2 Azures, and on my defenses I did 2 Gigantics and 1 Radiant to make up on hit points, because I do not have the hit point boon, which is pretty big. Alright, so my utilities for PvP, I use utility. My weapon, I switched. I leave a Transfey on it now. I have a Transvorpal, but I'm not spending 3 gold 50 every time I want to switch for PvE. Phase, you know, your damage goes down a little bit in like dungeons, but still fine. And like I said, Elven Battle. My utilities, I tried the stamina drains, but I put back the same ones I used for PvE. The Black Dragon and the Corrupt Black Ice. Lethal Chant, I guess. Alright, and that's about it. I put crit on my reinforced kits. And when I PvP, this is my main. I use this over these two because I don't need the armor pen. You can also use this sigil of the controller. So these two here have pen on it, as you can see. You can also, if you don't have the Rod of Imperial Restraint, you can put the controller in there because that's like a 1 second stun. Freeze, I believe. And that would be the PvP setup. So all you would do, go to powers, you would swap, want more deflect, you would go lone wolf, and you would go Pathfinder's action. And I would switch that in there. I use the seismic shot to get into that. Okay, so all you would do, run in, things up, bang. Have stealth, you know how ambush works. Get some big numbers. Kind of like a long distance rogue, not as much damage. Of course you have this. If someone gets on you, you can throw a bear trap, run away. Keep your deflect up, you dodge. And you see a cooldown 3 seconds. So you would hit stealth. Anytime you use a daily, you're gonna get deflect off that second active that I'm using. And then you have 2 stealths now. You have the ambush and you have your daily. Say I'm in stealth, I'm using long, and it also benefiting your team for hitting the long, and once you hit that long strider, it activates your feats, and I'll go with feats fast. Alright, so I did the powers mostly. Feats, this is what I use for my archer, and for my combat in Pathfinder. 3 crit, 3 hit points, 3% more damage, stances. Put 1 in there at first to stamina, get 3 in here for 6% more damage. I put 3 in deflect, which unlocked 3 into here. I used to have stuff here, I didn't use that anymore. I put it into the deflect and 1 point into there. Now here, I took everything, but this one and this one, you can probably swap these 2 out. They both have benefits, they both have downsides. 5 points for 5% damage ain't that much, and you're going to be switching out Hunter's teamwork for like split shot and PVE. Just your aim shot, you know, soloing. You're gonna want like split shot to kill stuff a little quicker. I'm thinking actually switching to this one. It is very beneficial in PvP. So, range stance, 25% stamina gain, 5% more crit. Critical attacks also deal 100% of your weapon damage. Piercing damage. This is the big, I guess, fix. Mod 10. The piercing damage is why you don't need 10. This one here, range powers 20% more damage. Aim shot decreases your cooldowns. Range powers have 30% shorter cooldown. Range damage is increased further. The further you are, the more damage you do. And if there's no one around you within 25 feet, I think it is, your crit goes up 25%. The bad thing with the archer is you're not good at taking the points in Dom, because you're gonna attack from range. But you hit really, you can like, with someone with no tenacity, you can 2-shot them pretty much. Shot. Range critical, grant 5% severity and 5% power. Stacks 3 times, so you're gonna be hitting really hard with that. And this, whenever you use a power, so for my instance it would be Long Strider, I apply prey, 50% additional damage to your prey, 1 prey at a time. Alright, so that's the feats. Now, like I said, you can change this one and this one, whichever one you like. Now, for combat, I would take everything but this one and this one, different from my other build, because I would put the 5 points into here, because Bear Trap's going to be your main damage. You got it's mostly the 50% damage from bleed, and your ambush lasts longer. So, if I was doing, let's make believe I was in combat there, because I don't feel like backing for it. I'm going to respec and show you Warm Warden version. You would have the same 2. Force goes on Y. Lone Wolf. and Pathfinder's action again. And then you would go powers. You would have ambush. I like to use this as my second. I haven't really tested this build too much. I've seen a fella named Mini Lego use this one a lot, and I fought against him. It works really good. I always leave foxes on my third for PvP. So this would be a lot more simple. Say you're ambushed, drop your bear trap. I like to drop the plant growth, and I have long strider equipped. So let's redo that. Didn't set. I want to put cordon of arrows there. Oh, I know what I want to switch this out. You don't want it aimed on there. So, try it again. Your stealth. Coming in. Drop your bear trap. Drop your plant growth right away. 3, 2, 3. Hit that. 1, 2, 3. Lock them up. No, then your bear trap's out again. Like an example. What you do, but you're not seeing any damage because I'm not spec'ing the combat. I'm just giving you like a little rotation of what I would use. Alright, that's both PVE. PVE for this, I haven't used this in PVE yet. I haven't found a rotation for powers. Pretty simple, just go through like what you like, what you would use. Alright. And that's both what I would use in Pathfinder. The major changes I made in Boons, I switched from my pure PvE build, Sharandar. I switched out Elvish Fury for Thistle. Whenever you deflect, get up to 3,000 damage to your attacker. Dread Ring. You missed this one in PvE, the Madness, but I took this. Generate a shield. 10,000 incoming damage redirects to nearby foe. The Maze Engine, I switched one. I actually took the Bahamut's Might, because you don't have your pet to be crit capped, so I'm way over crit cap in PvE. But I'm not in PvP, so I took this, as well as I switched out of the recovery one and went to the crit one for Elemental Evil as well. And for both Icewind Dale, no, Sharandar and Dread Ring, you can choose between the heal and the DPS. I'm testing the DPS too right now. I switch these two a lot. I'm trying them both on this build. Okay, and when I convert into, showed you when I switched to PvE, that's my PvE gear. I would go my mount bonuses. I switch. All right, these two I leave the same. This one's got a heal on it. This is really good. This is when I use my Tensor's Disc. Alright, Protector's Camaraderie, Gladiator's Guile, Wanderer's Fortune. Sometimes I have something else in there, but this is lately what I've been running in PvE. So I made it nice and simple. I just changed out my 3 horses for 3 horses. Alright. 2 horses, horse, and I changed the other bear for another bear. And now I'm running all chance to heal, deflect chance to heal, 50% hit points chance to heal, and crit chance to heal. Like, these are pretty big. Like, this gives you a lot of survivability. I tried the 35% heal in one hit, you know, them Guardian Fighters that like to knock you on your ass. But I like this one, does a little damage and heals your teammates. Another good one, Devotion, Shepherd's Devotion. So that's what I'm using for, and my mount I use to 4K for my Tensor's Disc. So mount bonuses, feats, I showed you my feats. I showed you boons, my gear, my artifacts, and I want that deflect bonus from the shirt and pants, crit kits on my armor. For PvP, it's probably better to drop that dark I have in there for like a Azure, but you know, I'm making it so I can do both. And this build is I just started using this, but your DPS in PvE only drops a little with the Fae, so it's not like you're probably still gonna be in second if you're with the great weapon fighter. Okay, so I showed you if I was combat and archery with Pathfinder spec so far, and now I'm gonna respec and show you what I use for Storm Warden. So I will be right back with that, and then I'll start it right back up. Okay, everybody, I just finished respecing, and I'm in my PVE version. So we're gonna bring our companion out. Just give you a quick refresher what I use for PVE. I have my build video for that. So pop your wheel, run in here, throw your ward out, come in. Precaution 3 at wills, plant crew 3 at wills, thorn ward 3 at wills. Pretty much the same thing. Actually, I should have popped 10 just after I used the Thorn Ward to get me in combat. Alright, so that's that. Now, that's pretty much it. Use Blade Storm. If you're soloing, I would probably use Aspect of the Pact for dailies in CN or dungeons. Twin Blade Storm for trash. Seeker's Vengeance for bosses if you have time to switch. Or Aspect, but you don't really need that. You'd use that if you have a pally tank. EF tank will give you combat advantage. You probably have like 2 seconds downtime. Now PvP, Aspect of the Wolf, and Blade Storm I use, or you can do Pact if you feel like you're not fighting a pre-made and you're fighting squishies that aren't hurting you too much. The powers I change. Overcharge on X. Box is on in B. And that's key setup. You always use your dodge, hit points. Mitigation will give a teammate mitigation too. You wouldn't have your companion out. So you would have your dodges up. Come in. I didn't switch here. Stuff like earlier. Go on. Pants for the deflect. Get rid of the horn. Get this. I use this for the hit points too. Should be. I'd also like to thank my guildmate Trigger, I didn't mention earlier, helped me with that archery build test and stuff. But off the fight in here, I would just run in, have my dodge up, mitigate, and then force charge. I use my plant growth usually right after first spike. 1, 2, 3. Use the root, use that, and then use 3 outward. Back out, and kill stuff. That's what I use for Storm Warden PvP. It's been what's working for me. I've tested other abilities. You know, I'm not saying that's the best, but it's definitely what works for me. As well as, I didn't mention the boons that I switch also. In Icewind Dale, I drop this because this is on a kill, and I take this whenever you heal. You're doing a lot of self-healing. And that's pretty much it for Storm Warden. I still like this one a lot. I just like to play with stuff. I have a lot of respect tokens from the event. Still have, look, 30. So, okay. So, thanks everybody for watching. Please hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment if you got questions. And thanks again.